Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. I just want to update you on the trades that we were taking last week. One in particular, which was the New Zealand dollar. So towards mid last week, I posted out a trade setup that was a structure-based short using a double top entry, which didn't quite hit the zone on the first test. Then we got in on the second test. Next bar market showed you how we made some money on that double top. Now I'm going to share with you another opportunity where you got another chance to enter that short, and I'll show you what that is right now. So on the daily time frame here, if we just scrunch up the daily time frame, you can see looking left, we're still looking at the same zone. Okay, so I don't need to really show you this again. You can go and watch the other video to show you how we identified that this was a high probability zone. But we had resistance. We had about 5 or 6 levels of tests of this level just previously. We just recently tested it, and now on the daily we've had a retest. Okay, so on the daily time frame, which is a significant time frame for structure, if you're looking for the behavior patterns on the daily time frame, they're going to have much more significance than those on the 60. We've had a retest here, and if you look at the retest and look at RSI, there's some divergence there on the retest as well. So we've got equal tests of the high price point, but divergence on the relative strength index, which will indicate that there's likely to be a little bit of a rollover to follow. So that's the daily time frames. We don't need to trade it on the daily time frames. If we look on our trading time frames, so I'm going to start with the 4 hour. What you'll see is we've actually had a little dip down and we've pushed right back up to that zone, and we've started to roll off here, showing some deceleration at that level again. Now, if we look down on the 60, you're going to see the entire setup from last week. Again, you can go and watch that, but we rolled over, made some money there, and there's something called a 2618 setup where we're waiting for a retracement back down to a violation of this V, or this retracement here, and then a pull back up into a 618 Fibonacci retracement. If you're using Fibonacci's, a lot of people like to use that 2618 style of entry. 2618 stands for 2618, so 2 tests to the top and then a 618 retracement back up. If it rolls over too far, it's really considered that the move's been made and kind of invalidates the setup. However, what we've got here is a triple test, and the way that I define a triple test is that double top, then a rollover, a significant rollover, then a push right back up and a hold at that level. And I need some confirmation and some signals that we are holding. So one being the double top on the daily with the relative strength index showing divergence, one showing deceleration on the 4 hour, and we're putting in doji candles here and we're moving sideways. And finally on the 60, we've got this ascending channel as well. So if I just bring on the trend line here and draw on this little channel, you're going to see we've got an ascending channel here into that structure zone, and we've got divergence on the RSI as well there. So as we put in that test, we can start looking at how price is behaving, and we've got another high test candle wick. We've just had another high test candle wick on the previous hour. We've just gone into the next hour, and it's 10:05 AM in the UK at the time of this recording, so this is not a hindsight trade. You can follow along. When this is published, you're going to see how this plays out. So this is a real strong probability of another rollover here based on what I've just said. Okay, it doesn't mean that it's going to happen, and it doesn't mean that it will happen, but just based on my analysis and what's happening in the market and what signals and clues that price is telling us, there is a high probability that we're going to see a stronger rollover at this level. So we want to look at grabbing some profit out of this. And again, I'm not being greedy with profits. It's still a nice 2-to-1 reward to risk, but we're not shooting for the moon for targets. We're just getting in and out at that highest probability zone. And if we go down to the 4 hour again, you can see that if I just scrunch this up a little bit, right, my target levels are still above where this most recent structure zone is. So I'm way above that. We're just looking to take targets just before the previous retracement, so we can get in and out. It's going to give us a nice reward to risk, as well as providing us with a decent bit of profit. If we bring on the ruler tool here just for quick ease of use, we've got a 60 pip target And yeah, another way that you guys can get involved. So this is what we call a triple test. Some people call it a kiss of death. Some people call it a triple test. Some people, this is qualified as a 2618, but just hopefully you can see the kind of thinking there, the approach there, the discipline to wait for this kind of setup, which is quality and not forcing something that's low quality just to show a trade. This is something that I've been following for a long time now. We made some money last week. Hopefully we can continue on this week and make a bit more. A couple of other things on the radar. I'm not going to go through those in this video, but I will be doing more videos this week, so stay tuned. And if you're not subscribed to this channel, hit the subscribe button, because we've got a great show coming for you guys starting in January that's going to pilot in December. So click the subscribe button, let me know your comments, let me know what you're looking at this week, and I'll be happy to go and take a look at that and give you my thoughts on that as well. So till next time, guys, have a great rest of your day. Good luck in the markets, and I'll see you then.